Hello everybody and welcome back to Hades. In the previous episode did pretty well over with the bow. We got a really good little special Q ability going on with loads of Zeus powers, kind of thanks to the Signet actually. And actually, was we using Artemis's? I think we might have changed to Artemis's for this one. But anyways, gonna be using Artemis's, and we did end up getting the there's a Daedalus hammer right off the bat on that first one, and it kind of popped off. We managed to get all the way to the third boss. Obviously, the third boss wrecked us, but this time we're actually going with the spear. So if you didn't see the last episode, spear, it's got a pretty long pokey attack. It's also got a dash-based attack, so if we dash and swing, it does sort of a longer range little swipe. Also, we have Q, which is going to throw it. We can recall it back, and also we can charge up for a basic, or we can charge up for a full. Of course, the charge up one's going to be much, much harder to hit. You guys have made it very clear you want to hit all the lore possible, so I'm going to go ahead and do that.
The house of Hades is kept neat and orderly, in contrast to the terrifying sprawl that lies beyond.
It's not that orderly, really.
It's not really.
Give you a piece of advice, boyo. You run
Boyo.
across a guy like me out there, you just give him a good stab right in the back without a second thought before he sends you crying back to Papa.
Cool. Backstab, steal more damage.
Ah, nice.
An extra 10 damage they deal. So we're heading straight in, escaping. This is probably one of my favourite weapons. I think the extra range and the throw ability can go really well with certain things. We're of course going to be getting Artemis? Wait, what? Wait, what? The next boon you find will be Artemis. This is supposed to be Artemis. But okay, this is a new one.
It must be a mess. Let's see here. Hi there. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
It's Aphrodite, I believe.
Why, hello.
Indeed it
there,
is.
little godling.
Goddess of love.
I have to say, you're quite the specimen, and so I've decided I shall aid you for the moment. You interested?
Why, of course. Why, of course. So, we have a few things here. We have our special, deals more damage and inflicts weak. I believe weak, for the last 3 seconds, we'll say victims will deal less damage, which is nice. And we can inflict weak with our dash. I think we're going to go for the special. I really like this guy's special. It can be very useful because not only does it deal normal damage, it also deals backstab damage because it's returning from behind them. I feel that can be very, very useful. And just being able to inflict weak is going to be really nice to a lot of enemies. It's going to make a big difference when we're fighting bosses especially. I think you can inflict weak on bosses. If you can, it's definitely going to be a big help. As you can see, doing pretty good here. Gained a key there straight away. So we can gain money or an Artemis blessing. I'm going to go for the Artemis one. I really like her blessing. Getting critical chance, things like that can be very, very powerful. And especially if we're using a lot of our special here. Especially if we're using a lot of our special. As you can see, we had one of these lodged in him. And we actually dealt an extra 5 damage there. So that does actually help lodging one of those in them. Right, hello, Artemis.
Here, I'm surrounded by my family, but I always felt alone. I know that's not the same as your experience, but I'm just saying I relate to what you're going through.
Thank you, Artemis. So we can deal more damage with our dash. We can get a better cast, or we can do that. I'm just going to go for the dash damage. I think dash damage is pretty decent. And we will go for a nectar. Nectar's, of course, going to be useful throughout here. I'm going to be able to gift it to people, get a few more items, keepsakes unlocked. But we should be able to, yeah, we deal quite a lot of damage with our dash now. We can actually kill these enemies with our dash if we manage to get right through them. Apparently we can't. I was hoping we'd be able to deal some damage with our dash here, but it doesn't look like it's doing much.
Some nectar there.
It's kind of a waste of HP there. And we actually get a Palm of Power as our next upgrade. Palm of Power is going to be pretty useful, be able to upgrade our Q ability. Of course, we're not going to be dealing too much damage to armor, which is a shame. Yeah, we are doing some damage with the dash. It's dependent on the enemy by the looks of it. We're taking a lot of damage though. Need to be very careful here. I gotta remember, we only start with 50 HP. That's not a lot at all. We can quite easily die on just 50 HP. Good, good, good. Get our Palm Power. And let's go for extra special damage. And we got Darkness coming up next. So far, not so good. I'm not gonna lie. We're in a bit of a bad situation here. The damage we're dealing is good, but we have low HP. We definitely need a max HP after this. I'd say that'd be like the perfect get for us, or just a great honking bit of healing. Would be nice. Give me that. There you go. Give me a nice bit of healing. There you go. Max HP, exactly what I asked for. The game read my mind. Right, let's go in there swinging. We can get a few multiple foes if we go in swinging rather than that. And we can actually just dash through to enemies. Oh my god. And get a few extra bits and bobs on that. I do want to check. Did I read that right? Yeah, dash damage deals more damage. Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure how we get our dash to deal damage because I'm not seeing it happen very reliably at all. These guys are both armored. That's not good. I'm not seeing it happen very reliably at all, which is kind of annoying.
Yes.
We'll go check that out.
Let's see.
A bit of healing. We don't actually need the healing right now. And we do have the ability to go for... Not Ares. It's not Ares. It's Athena. An Athena blessing. I do quite like the Athena blessings. So these guys we definitely want to apply weak to. Having them guys deal less damage is going to be pretty important, especially considering it's 50% less. Like, I reckon there's going to be a few situations where I can get hit by these guys relatively easily without even really knowing it. Seems to be if they've got the pink base on them, they're inflicted by it. You can see that base below them whenever we hit them. Also, when we're using our special here, we've just got much superior range, so it's going to be the better option anyways. And here we go.
Anyone else?
I was going to gift to her, but I'm not going to. I'm going to save it for when we get back home, I think.
The eternal spear we call Varatha. So then it wasn't lost during the war. A magnificent weapon in deserving hands.
Indeed. We can go for attack is stronger and deflect. Our cast damages foes in a small area and deflects, or after take damage. Let's go for our attack is stronger and deflects. I think having an attack that deflects, especially when we've got such range with this attack, is going to be probably the best option here. Of course, deflecting doesn't actually make much of a difference on enemies such as this, but it can be quite good. I'm mainly going to be saving my Q for enemies that I know can hit me. So like these enemies. Enemies that I'm pretty confident can or will hit me. I'm going to be saving my Q for that. But we've got to remember that the damage it deals is also very nice. We want to be trying to keep that up as much as possible. So we do have a shop available here. I have 100. I'm not big into Chthonic Key right now. I'm going to go to the shop and see if we can get something decent. Damn. We can't afford anything. We'll gift another one to you then, shall we?
Glad you like it, mate. Thank you for helping me out with your supply, even if you fleeced me with those prices.
Thank you. Ah, damn, we'd already given one to him. Oh, well. That was a bit of a misplay there. Unfortunately, can't afford the Daedalus Hammer. That would have been brilliant.
Wares of the Stygian boatman Charon lie sprawled about. Available for sale to whomever would be willing to quench the boatman's great thirst for riches.
We've actually got another little dialogue option here with him.
You out here, mate. It looks as though you've got some fine wares up for sale, don't you?
Indeed he does. Indeed he does. Right, a bit more max health, that's going to be great. But I'm a little bit upset that we couldn't afford anything there. That, like, if we could have afforded that Daedalus Hammer, that would have been really nice. Daedalus Hammers are possibly the most important upgrade you can get because it actually changes or upgrades the way that your basic attacks work, rather than just adding boons. So I think them can be very, very powerful. I think I understand how the dash works now. It leaves like a slice behind us. I think it only deals damage in that slice area. Let's try and finish him off with the dash. I really don't understand how it works. We're not dealing any damage with it.
The strength of the centaurs.
We'll go for this. Yeah, maybe it was a misplay picking up the dash there. Right, I'm going to try and take out these purple guys first because they can be a real big pain. Having reflect here is kind of nice because we can basically take care of these guys in the middle without having to worry about the guys shooting at us from a distance because we're going to be dealing damage to them as we go anyways. Good, good. Bit of darkness in my life. And we get another shop here. Again, we're below 150 though, so this might not be very useful. Another Daedalus Hammer. At least we can take max HP though. That's gonna be nice. I think we're a little behind the curve right now. We don't have great stuff, to be honest.
Lord Hades ought to lock you up rather than let you run amok in his domain like this.
I'm sure he'd welcome all this feedback from you, Meg. Or maybe you're just pining for my father's job.
I have no envy for your father's position. Besides, I happen to enjoy my own responsibilities.
So this is going to be a fairly hard boss fight. If we can apply weak to her though, yeah. We should probably try and keep weak on her at all times. I just got hit by a trap there. If we can keep weak on her at most times, we're going to be okay because the weak is going to massively reduce the damage we take from her. in all sources. Well, apart from trap sources. Damn it. I wonder if that affects that attack, the weak. Probably does. Probably does. Oh my god. God damn. Right, slice into her a bit. Spawning a lot of ads here. Honestly, the ads don't bother me too much. We can take them out relatively quickly without fear of taking too much damage. It's more the attacks that she does while the ads are out and about that scares me. We shouldn't lose our Death-defy here. We've got more than halfway and we've not lost too much health. We've only been hit like twice, I think, actually. We've been doing pretty well, and there you go. We got her onto our third stage. Now she's going to spawn a few more enemies. Ooh, damn. But only taking 7 damage a hit is pretty impressive considering we have 125 health already. I'm going to say that's a big, big good. You need to die. Oh, don't matter. She's dead. I wasn't talking about her, but she died anyways. Apparently she took the hint. I was gonna go and kill them things behind her, but I didn't need to. So this Titan Blood here, we can use for some upgrading later on. I think we have to beat a run before we can do any of that. I'm not 100% sure. But we'll get healing. This will definitely heal us up to full, which is nice. And we have extra cast. I don't think any of those are very useful. I'm going to purge the dash because I'm not seeing any benefit from it right now. Like, sadly, Artemis has let me down for the one and only time I've ever seen it happen. But I'm not seeing any real benefit from the extra dash damage. I'm just going to sell it and hope to get something better with the money that we got from it. Honestly, though, having 172, which will be 272 now, basically makes it so we can buy mercenaries from the shop. Unfortunately, I forgot a little law thing there. I'm sorry. I do apologise.
Inferno bombers.
Okay, while they've got no shield and they're up close, let's just wail on them. There you go, got him. Right, and then while he's up close, wail on him. There you go. Good thing is as well about this, we can weak multiple foes with one fell swoop. I think basically the idea is weak them and get up in their face. Getting 100 gold there, very, very useful. We don't need any of the HP. An Infernal Trove for 30, I'm going to go for that. I think basically the next available time we see one, we will get an Infernal Trove. I think that's going to be very useful, mainly because Infernal Troves can hold gems, they can hold darkness, they can hold HP. Hopefully we don't get the HP one as we are already on full, but nonetheless it's going to be helpful, I think. We should hopefully get it this room. We need a Daedalus Hammer, really. We need to get something that's going to change how we deal damage, like maybe deal more damage to arm or something like that. That could be very, very helpful. Because right now, our damage is fine, but it's nothing great in my opinion. I think we're still a little behind the 8 ball and a little sort of out of sorts in terms of the damage we're dealing. And I really think we could be doing better right now. Of course, I get hit by one of the enemies that isn't inflicted by weak. Keep you at bay. Like, our defensive abilities are pretty decent. We're actually doing okay in that regard. We're staying high health. Our weak is very nice. But I think we're just a little behind it all. So there's where an Infernal Trove could spawn. There it is. And of course it's restore HP. So that money was spent for nothing. And we could be behind a little bit here. Because this shop could contain something that costs 150 and another thing that contains 150. And I bet it will. Although I'm really hoping for a Daedalus Hammer here. There you go, Daedalus Hammer.
I'll pay for that.
So, our special is replaced with a shot that deals 60 damage in an area. Our attack has more range and deals 40% damage to distant foes. I'm going to go for the exploding special, and look,
That's it.
if we didn't buy that Trove, we would have had enough for a pom. Instead, I'm just going to buy that and be on our way. We get a Zeus Call. This exploding special is mucho brilliante. I really like it. We don't have to recall it, which makes it a little easier to use. And it just does a lot of damage. It does a lot of damage. So I'll be using that a lot. It inflicts weak, and not only that, but now it inflicts weak in an area of effects. So that's going to be very nice. This is kind of the play now. Open up with one of those. wailing them with that. Get that going a bit. It seems like a pretty good way of doing it. How much damage do we deal on them then? 150 with a Q. If we can get the ability to crit, this would be really good. Wow, I'm taking a lot of damage here. The Infernal Thrower guys are not treating me well. Right, we've got one of them down. Good, good, good. That's kind of difficult there. Having a hard time, but we got a Zeus call, which is nice.
Even when you reach the surface, Zagreus, you call upon me then and there, all right? I'll personally see to it that you'll be escorted up to Olympus, and your quest shall be complete.
Thanks, Zeus. It's like a father figure. We could switch to a different one here. It's tempting, but I'm going to go for the cast. Even though we're not using our cast too much at the minute, that may sort of affect the way we use it and may make it a little more valuable to us.
Spreaders. Keep it up.
As you can see there, we actually killed quite a lot of them. In fact, we killed all of them with just our cast. It's actually pretty good. Right, kill that guy. That was pretty easy. Okay, that cast is actually really worthwhile having. Ooh, we get a double boon here. So we can go for Hermes, or we can go for the double, where we get an Artemis and a Athenas, which I'm very happy about. So I'm gonna go with Artemis first. And she just keeps giving us shit. I'm not gonna lie, Artemis. You're not my bear right now.
We are a prideful family, cousin. You cannot simply choose a favorite without spurring one of us to wrath.
So we're gonna have to fight her off for now. Yeah, they get deflecting every now and again. We get the ability to deflect for a little bit because they got Athena's help. But we will get Athena's blessing still after we complete the trial of combat here. And we are taking mucho damage. I would have loved that Infernal Trove now, because I am taking damage. I'm on blast. Wow. Oh my god, these guys are what the hell? They're really difficult. Every time they start to deflect, it actually hurts me, I'm pretty sure. Damn you, woman. This is difficult. I might not survive this room. I mean, I'll definitely get back to life with my Death Defy, but my god, that was difficult.
Now then, I hope we can move past this little incident and keep our focus on the task at hand.
I think we can. Reduce damage from foes by 16%. Sounds good. And we might as well keep on this train. We've got a few Athena's things here going on. I think we should keep on it. It could be very valuable to us. And it's actually a free one as well. Don't even have to do a room for it. Doer. Your foe's ranged attack projectiles are slower. Sounds good.
Athena's
so,
power.
A duo basically means it's Athena's and Artemis most likely, both helping us at the same time.
Big one, huh?
Okay, I reckon we're going to have a fairly hard time against this guy. In fact, so hard that I'm going to do this. I'm going to get some food. You didn't know there's food in each corner here. 13 healing each. Oh my god, them projectiles are so slow. That makes things a lot easier. Wow, I'm very glad we got that. But as you can see, our Q is doing a lot of damage here. So just stand behind here. Let those projectiles run into the walls here. We should have a fine old dandy time. A fine old dandy time. Stop trying to jump on me with your fat head. That should be him about done. There you go. As you can see, we're doing a great job against these right now. And he's not really a problem at all. We might get through this without using our Destify, which would be a miracle, really. I didn't expect it to be possible. But so far, so damn good. I'm not hitting this, unfortunately. I need to hit those to get rid of the enemies. And the little things they lob through, spawn little enemies about. One more to go for. We're destroying projectiles left and right as well. Like every time he fires one at us, getting rid of them pretty damn quickly. And like this, we can take all of them out. One of them hit me, but we can take all of them out without any of them hitting us, really, for the most part. And we're on to the last stage now. Actually going really well. The stage I hate most. Having all of these and then him firing at you can be a real pain in the ass. Luckily, they do tend to spawn kind of one by one. Apparently, you can't destroy those. Oh god, I took a lot of damage very quickly there. I wasn't expecting so many enemies to do so many attacks, but we got through it. Okay, I've just got to be aware of what Big Boy's doing. He tends to get a bit feisty towards the end. All of a sudden the lava there. Lava does a hell of a lot of damage for standing it for too long. As it would in real life. Right, good. On to the last stage of this guy. As you can see, our Q ability is just healing it for us right now. Damn, it took another 3 damage. We should get out of this without using our Destify though, which is really nice. There you go. And as I said, the Burn Hydra, not a particularly difficult boss at all. I really think we need to do some stuff to buff him. He's usually quite easy. I should get him done yet again. I'll move through, being able to get ourselves some healing and maybe even some money if we want to sell anything.
King Theseus is glad to see you again soon.
Upgrade rarity for our next boon.
Should I take the trade?
Reduce damage from foes. Cast. We're not using our cast, so I'm going to sell it. This is a bit of a strange... I'll have a look at this law here.
Past the flaming river escalates the hidden stair toward the most well-guarded, splendorous environment within the underworld. The heavenly Elysium. Home eternal to the greatest souls which ever lived.
Surely they're friendly, right?
We're in kind of a weird position here. We've got very little going for us, but it is kind of working. I really think we're a bit behind, though. We need, like, a Daedalus hammer or like, some really good boon to really kick us up a notch, and we're not really getting anything like that right now.
Rare heavenly splendors of Elysium, reserved for only the most great of mortal souls, spread forth luxuriantly all about the fire-stepping prince.
Luxuriantly? Really?
Right, we're gonna go for more Athena. I think Athena's kind of been good to us so far. We should be good to her and keep up with her blessings. These guys can deal a ton of damage to you if you run into you, so I'm gonna try and keep those at bay. Good. Destroy all those butterflies. There you go. Keep them guys up there. And what have you got for us this time? We've been really good to you today. And she's just not. Oh, damn. So that's really good. We could actually refill a Death to 5, but we've already used one, so it's not actually that good for us. Dash can deflect. It's quite nice. But we're really not getting what we need here. A Daedalus hammer could change things around. It really depends on what it does, how it improves us. Because Daedalus hammers can be very, very... Usually a first one defines your run. Your second one can be, like, very iffy depending on whether it synergizes with the first one that you got. So if we get something that helps our special, that'd be really good. But I don't know how many there is that are going to help this version of this special. It's difficult to know. Ow. Managed to hit me. Back away, yo. Daedalus hammer. Your special deals 400% damage to armor. That's pretty good. And again, we're just shy of 300, which is a real shame. But we could get something good here. We'll go for an Artemis blessing here.
You know.
Cast, crit damage. Let's just go for the crit damage, and let's go for that. Even more special damage seems good to me. And I think we're going to go for Zeus. Zeus has been helpful to us. I know that we already had his cast and got rid of it, but I have to fight the bull for this one. So this is like a mini-boss of the boss. You have to fight the bull on its own.
Agreed on both counts. Just passing through, so if you'll excuse me.
He's not going to give up so easy.
Not. The champion of Elysium would never back down from such a contest. Neither will I.
There we go. So we got a lot more damage on this now, which is nice. And the chance, even low, to deal critical damage is very nice. As you saw there, we just dealt quite a lot. Having this guy weakened as well is very, very nice. Normally, this guy deals crazy damage.
Watch yourself.
Okay, this is annoying. Luckily, we deflected it. I really wish we could get a crit with this, though. We got a crit with the arrow then for 45, but we've not seen a crit with this thing yet. 163 all the way it's been. There we go, crashed. We only need to get into a quarter health as well because he doesn't actually die. Although I do think when you get into a quarter health on this, it makes him weaker in the actual boss fight, which is going to be really nice. I still don't think we're really ready for this third boss fight. I still think we could very easily die, even though we still have a death defy left. I'm still a bit scared. And there you go, we got him. Enough.
I respect your strength, short one. The champion of Elysium awaits. Until such time.
Until such time. Goodbye, bull boy.
I beat the bull of Minos.
You did indeed. Zagreus, you did indeed. Right. Let's just go for the revenge damage. We're not getting much use out of anything else, and we are getting hit enough for it to make a difference. Although I don't really like revenge damage. Oh my god, breaking armor in one hit there. Beautiful. Very nice. Love that. Yeah, I love the instant break of any armor. Ever. Obviously, some enemies would normally break anyways because they got 50 HP, but others wouldn't. There you go. Bit of money there. Might not be that useful. It depends on what we got next. I'm going to go for more money yet again because I do think we have a shop at the end of this.
Great shields.
Oh my god, I hate these guys so much. These guys are so annoying.
May I help you?
Let's get him first. Actually, team, we managed to get rid of that guy's armor without even trying. Beautiful. Got you. I just love the explosion radius of this thing. It's so good. His Q ability is mental. That's why the spear is my favourite. The Q ability itself is just so good. That's great Daedalus hammer upgrades. That's something to always take into account when you're picking your weapon. What Daedalus upgrades does it have? Because the Daedalus upgrades can really make or break a run. Go for more money yet again. And we should have... Although we haven't spoken to Hermes yet, I'm going to go for this. Because I can't remember. Okay. No, we'll go in anyways. I can't remember what he gives you. I know what one of them is, but I can't remember what the others are.
Well, go on, stranger. Plenty more shades looking to fight with you out there.
I'm just passing through. You seem less warlike than the rest. May I ask your name, sir? I'm Zagreus.
Names are there to be forgotten, stranger. You shouldn't be here. May the fates favor your journey. But just in case they don't, here, why don't you take this? So, with this, we can get an extra death defy, replenishes all use. Well, we can't get an extra, it can only replenish. We get 30% extra HP for the next few chambers, or extra damage for the next few chambers. I'm going to go for the HP. I think the HP is going to be really useful. If that's your choice, then.
Go for some darkness. These guys are a pain in the ass. They're just little carts that run at you and blow up for a bunch of damage that you can't really avoid. Great stuff. You're done. You're fucking done. Oh, damn, I got hit by the trap. I was trying specifically to avoid getting hit by that trap, and it still happened.
Time to collect.
Give me that. And here we go. We got our shop. I'm going to go to the shop because we have almost 400. We might be able to buy a Daedalus hammer. No Daedalus hammer, but max HP and a Palm of Power is very good. Yeah, let's just reduce damage taken by even more. Get a bit more darkness going there. And here we are onto the boss. I'm not ridiculously confident here. I'd say I'm like half and half on whether we can do this because we just don't have enough, I don't think.
Best not belittle him, King. He is more powerful than he appears. We must remain alert this time.
Oh, I am perfectly alert right now, Asterius. And were I still alive, I would be positively salivating at the thought of running through this pustule with my spear, or whichever means I had available.
Now let's go. So again, as you can see, the bull is actually a quarter health down already because we had a fight with him earlier, which is really nice. It sets us off and sets us up for a good fight. Having our weak ability here is going to be really nice. Slightly reduced damage taken as well kind of pairs with that quite nicely. So the fact that we don't have as much health as last time actually doesn't matter. The better thing is that we're taking a lot less damage. You're doing this again? You're kidding me? Really? Twice in a row, Bull? Normally he does that like once a fight. Again? Luckily we dodged it that time. To be fair, the Thesis is actually fine. Theseus. We're actually not taking anything from him. It's really only when the bull's alive that this fight's a major problem. He is still difficult otherwise, but not as difficult. We've almost got him. Got him, there you go. Your bull is dead. See, this guy has a shield, so we can't attack him from the front. We have to wait until he turns around and walks away. Which is good, because we can deal a good amount of damage to him there, but it is difficult. We just need to get that spicy crit. But you can see how much damage he's dealing. It's not really that much at all. We're actually just fine. We've almost got him down to halfway. Just that we have less of an opportunity to hit. There you go. He's only hitting for 8. He normally hits for a shit ton. He normally hits for like 20. Okay, so the way this works is he calls upon a god of which boons you haven't taken this run so far, and he called on Ares. Ares is not one of the harder ones. I think the hardest one you can get from him is someone like Artemis. Artemis is very difficult. I'm missing so many shots here. Get up in there. He's below half now, which is nice. Haha, you're showing your back to me there. Don't worry about it, it's fine. We've almost got him, actually. We're doing really well here. We're doing really well. Come on now, take it down. Ah! There you go, we got him. That is the third boss finished for the first time there. Very nice. But shit really kicks up a notch when we get to the next floor. So don't you worry about that. I do not think we'll be winning at all this time around.
Don't worry, won't be long.
Don't need any of those. Do we need to purge anything?
Let's think about this. No, we won't purge anything for now. We do need money for this next floor. There is a special shop. But I think I'll be fine with what I've got. We shall see what boons and such are available. If it's the Daedalus hammer, that'd be great.
At last, the willful prince has ventured all the way up to the surface of the mortal realm. Yet still he is encased within the earth itself. The gateway to the underworld. A threshold from which there is no escape.
No escape at all. Proceed.
The multi-headed Cerberus stands vigilant before the underworld's entryway. The tales of what happens to those foolish enough to attempt to pass are far too graphic to describe.
God damn. Cerberus.
Come to this, boy.
Don't do it.
After everything we've been through. Well then, this is how it has to be. There's nothing left to say. Except for, on your guard.
Arf.
No, but seriously, boy. I know why you're here. There has to be a way to make you look the other way. What if I help you with the Satyr problem? Would you let me go? Please. I have to find Mother. You know what this means to me.
Aw, poor little
After a
Cerberus.
moment's hesitation and deliberation, the voracious Hound of Hell barks once, affirmatively toward the prince, who sets off in search of something that can sate the monster's appetites.
Good. Now I just need to head off the beaten path here and see what I can find.
So,
should stock up for the road ahead.
We have not that much available, actually. I'm going to go for the Palm of Power. I'm just going to keep going for the reduced damage and see if we can buy another 2 of those. So we've got to go through these rooms here. Let's go for Hermes first, because we've not seen him yet. Okay, so basically the way these rooms work is there's a whole poison aspect you got to get through. These little things here will unpoison you. You've got to cure yourself, but enemies' attacks, or certain enemies' attacks at least, will poison you and deal damage over time. You have to be very careful. And there are some new enemies in here as well, such as these little snakehead things, which can be quite dangerous. You had them though. And normally you have to do like 4 or 5 rooms and then a boss room at the end that gives you this. But this is some of the enemies that deal poison. Oh my god. They're just spreading poison everywhere. Yeah, we haven't seen Hermes yet. He gives you like speed upgrades, movement speed, things like that. There you go. Almost all done. There you go. And this should be the last room, I think. Yeah, it is. Last room's always bigger, so you always know. Doesn't look like anything too bad for now, but there will be more enemies that spawn after these rats. Yeah, there you go. Here's our boss enemies. Luckily, we have a lot of extra damage against armor, which is really helpful. And so you just sit back and chill, to be honest. And we got pots. These guys are a pain. Yeah, these guys poison you all the time. So luckily, we can actually dodge to like do our little dash to knock those saw blades away, because they do a lot of damage. You can be really careful with those. These pots are so annoying. Think we got it there? There you go.
That's mark, almost like a bat wing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Hey boss, found you. Good. Hermes, at your service. Pleasure. You are the talk of Olympus. Normally I wouldn't get mixed up, but for you, I'll be making an exception. Now come on, we've both got places to be.
Right, so, as you can see, we got quite a lot of things here. 12% faster special. It doesn't seem that good, to be honest. So let's just go for the movement speed. Being able to move around very fast and get out of the way of things is going to be quite useful. And we have to do a random amount of these rooms until we find the Cerberus treat. So we've got kind of a bit to do here.
The vast temple of STYX and its innumerable dangers now are all that separate the underworld prince from the land outside, which he so desperately longs to see.
So desperately longs to see. So we shall go for our Athena's blessing yet again. We're getting so many of those right now. It's crazy, actually. You know, a lot of damage to this guy here. I think we actually deflected poison at him then and poisoned him, which I didn't know we could do. These guys are a real pain in the ass if you get them in the wrong positions. Luckily, they were fine. Don't worry, our Q ability is great for taking out little rats like that. Is this going to be the last room or one more? One more than the last room. As you can see though, our Q ability is just doing so much more damage. But it will not be doing quite as much damage to the boss. The boss really don't give no damn about how much damage you deal. He is tanky. them. Luckily, these armoured ones really aren't bothering us at all. Really aren't bothering us at all, at all. I think this will be the last of it. Them swords deal a ton of damage too, so we have to be careful of them.
How many more of these are there?
Oh my god, there's so many more of these. Oh damn, he got me. He got me with one of them. And there you go.
The gods have spoken.
Hey, hey, my queen. Your attacks that deflect also make foes exposed. When you deflect, it deals more damage. We're deflecting a lot, so that could be useful. But I'm going to go with the backstab damage just in case. I don't know how often we're going to be dealing backstab damage. But I still think it could be quite useful. Let's go for the gold now, shall we? Good, good, good. For these little bosses, one of them's really hard, the other one's really not hard at all. One of them's like a big bunny that's just a pushover. I can't remember what the other one is, but I remember it being difficult. I've only done this a few times. Like 7 or 8, something like that. I've made it to the boss a few times, but only beat him once. Yeah, I wanted one win under my belt before I started the series, just so I could fully understand what I was kind of heading into for you guys. And it meant that I can teach some of you along the way as well, rather than it just being... Sometimes completely blind playthroughs are really good as well. But I also think that being... This is the hard one. Being able to, like, help you guys along the way is also very useful. There you go. Got 200 gold for that. Boy.
Enough of this place. Need to keep looking down those passageways.
We go for this.
You're difficult to...
That seems very good. Unfortunately, we still haven't used that death supply. We'll go for that though.
Divine protection.
And let's go for another pom. And we can still go for the max health as well, even if the tree ends up being in here, so it's not like we lose it by going to this one. You can go to as many of the doors as you want. Okay, we've got poisons there, be careful.
Better.
Good, good. But yeah, 175 health actually isn't that much for this boss. Normally I have well over 200. Keep going. Got him. We're making our way through pretty quick though. That's a good thing. That's a good sign. I just wish we'd got to upgrade our crit a bit and get some few more critical hits on there. It'd be very, very useful. We're not dealing any crits at all really with our Q. I haven't seen a single one happen yet, which is bad. We should be dealing a good amount. There's one. There's two. Hey, there you go, finally.
What even are those things?
Unfortunately, still no critical. I'm just going to go for bronze skin again. I think that's super useful. Damage reduction is very valuable against this last boss. I've never actually had so much damage reduction ever.
I'll take this one.
More and more damage reduction. The more the merrier. And it's actually going to be the last room we go into where we find our treat. So that's pretty fitting, really. Not really had that happen before, I don't think, where it's been the absolute last room. Because it's not like it's always the last room. Sometimes it can literally be the first room you go into, and you can avoid the other rooms and not take the rewards just so you don't take poison damage and stuff like that. You can actually avoid any risk of taking high damage. You do get a heal at the end as well when you find the treat. You do find a little healing well as well, which is really nice. Just prepares you for the boss.
Can't do that.
Like 2 more rooms to go. Actually, we found it there. There you go. We got that, and there you go. Heal for 70. You didn't actually need it, but we're up to 175 health. Like I said, not particularly good, but it's okay. And here we go.
All right, boy. I got your favorite treat, but you have to promise to let me pass if I hand it over, okay?
terrifying Cerberus accepts the fetid sack and scans the darkened hall for where best to consume the stomach-turning contents.
I love this bit. Vanquished. Not really.
I did it.
In we go. Out into the open world.
Wow. Oh. Of course.
Of course.
I never grew accustomed to the air up here. It gusts senselessly whichever way it pleases. I suppose you must prefer it to the stillness of the air below.
You know, you're right. The air up here seems pretty good so far. But I will reserve judgment till I've had my fill. I have to say, though, Father, the Helm of Darkness suits you. I'm touched you'd dust it off on my account.
It should not have had to come to this. For all your antics with me yet around the house, I always kept my temper, have I not? Unlike you.
Well, let's see. You've berated me repeatedly and often. You've lied to me, mustered your wretched forces to kill me over and over, but sure, I'll grant you that you've always kept most of your anger bottled up. All that's about to change, then?
We're gods, boy. Killing one another is our lot. Although I always thought I was above it. I told you that you cannot leave this place. It seems I must enforce my rules myself. I'm sending you home. Now.
No.
Here we go.
You're going home.
Lord Hades. Let's make our most valiant effort. We have a lot of damage reduction, which is... it bodes well. We could definitely do this. But there are some of his attacks that are very difficult to get past. And I don't even know this guy's patterns either, so... Ow. Got hit there. Luckily though, it dealt 15 as opposed to normally what it deals, which is a lot more. I think it deals 40 normally. But with the weakness and the damage reduction, that's a lot less. I might have to build into... oh my god, I'm taking so much damage. I might have to deal into thingy a lot more. Oh my god, more damage, no!
You dare lash out against me like this, boy.
What do you think, Father?
Oh my god, I'm taking so much damage already. I told you this boss is difficult. I like the fact that he is though. I'm glad for a challenge. Can't even hit this thing. Ow. He got me again. Did I deflect that? I think I did, didn't I? Ooh. On to 58 health. Oh, and 43 health. So we are definitely going to have to use our Death Defy, probably. We're doing pretty good, though. We're doing pretty good. Where is he? Oh my god, that was close. Oh, no. Boiling blood. That's the worst thing ever. We take critical damage now. Oh my god, no. Wow, that thing wrecked me. Oh, that's our Death Defy used. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. Oh my god. Like, it's been so long since I beat him as well. Like, it was like well before Christmas that I don't even remember many of his attacks. So I'm really fucking this up. I just remember the boiling blood thing. And that thing's awful. We're almost there though. We've almost got him. Where is he? Oh my god. 31 damage! No! That was so much damage. There we go. We got him.
Like that?
Oh, shit. Oh, I forgot something.
To have been brought this low by my own ungrateful child. I would expect such treatment from my brothers, but from you...
Yeah, I forgot about this. Oh my god. I immediately forgot about this. Oh my god. We go out. We going down. There you go. I was not prepared. I honestly legit completely forgot he had a second health bar. But there you go, we made it to Hades. That was a very, very good run. We actually made it through. You can tell that I like the spear most. It's the object that I'm best with, the weapon that I'm best with. Let's make our way through here and just check on some lore.
House, complaining of their woes and seeking audience from any who would listen.
I listen.
What? Hey, you're back. Wait, what happened? My list says you got killed by a redacted? What's that even mean? I've never seen anything like this.
Oh my god.
Don't want to talk about it.
I saw your father storm out of the house in his regalia, so he must have confronted you himself at last. I see that must have not gone well. You were so close.
Well, at least I know who will be waiting for me the next time I climb all the way to the Temple of STYX and manage my way out.
Don't lose heart, lad. I did not train your father, only you. He is a god, but he is just a god. If you'll forgive my bit of treason there.
Just a god.
The House of Hades, that dark and lavishly appointed lair of the Underworld's king, is home not just to him, but to his willful progeny.
You know I can hear you, old man. Father's not back yet, huh?
And here we go. Underworld, exchange keepsakes between regions. That's the thing I was looking for earlier.
Authorizing this expenditure. And I look forward to seeing the result.
Good.
Wonder where Nyx went.
What once was a small lounging area within the House of Hades now is sealed off, in utter shambles since the multi-headed Cerberus tore the space apart, mourning the missing prince.
Cerberus destroyed the lounge again.
Let's head through here. Right, can we do much with our mirror? We didn't get too much darkness here, so yeah, I'm gonna say I wouldn't think so. We actually can't do anything so far. Something I do want to get is this here, God's Pride. That'd be really good for us to get, but 24 keys takes quite a while to get to. Quite a while indeed. So we'll change over to... We've only got these so far. We'll change over to this one for now and try using that for the next time. We need 8 keys to unlock the next weapon, the railgun. But there you go. I think that was a good run. We made it quite far. I had a pretty good time there. And I hope you guys are enjoying this series still. I'm really enjoying it. I've seen that a lot of you have been watching. The first episode's gone out now, so I've seen the results after that. And loads of you seem to really enjoy it, so I'm glad. And I'm glad you like the thumbnail as well. The thumbnail is awesome. Thank you, Skull. And I will see you guys in the next one.